Hi everyone, good afternoon dear students. Welcome back first year history class. In previous class we have discussed about Roman civilization. In the Roman civilization we have studied many points like introduction of Roman civilization, geography of Roman civilization, early history and history of Roman civilization, and next one point is Punic Wars or Carthaginian Wars. Okay, in previous class we have studied many points. In this class I remembered few points only in the related to the last class. Okay, so first in the Roman civilization also was a great civilization in the ancient period. So that time the Roman civilization developed the river of the bank of river of the Tiber. So because in the Roman civilization the Rome city was a great and important city. So here the Roman civilization developed the river, developed the bank of river. So in the history the many civilizations already we have studied. You know most of civilization have the natural protection. The same thing Roman civilization also have the natural protection because the city Rome in the north side Alps Parvats were there, and in three sides of Rome the seas surrounding in the three sides of Rome. So that reason the Rome civilization have the natural protection like Greek civilization. You know well, Greek civilization was also have the natural protection because Greek civilization developed between the rivers Euphrates and Tigris. So and Greek civilization have the whose desert also. So that reason Greek civilization also have the natural protect, and the same thing Roman civilization also have the natural protection. Okay, then in early history of the Roman civilization, the city of Rome built by the twins brothers Remus and Romulus. The Remus and Romulus were lived in Palatine Mountain, and that time the Remus and Romulus, the twins brothers, built the Rome on Palatine Mountain. When the Remus and Romulus built the Rome city, that time many race or many tribes attack on the city Rome. That time the Remus and Romulus very strong. So Romulus faced all attack of tribes. So and all attackers defeated by the Romulus. And then after all tribes of victories, so that time the race of Gallas attack on the city Rome, and the Romulus defeated by the Gallas, and Gallas burnt the city Rome completely. So in between the Rome, after the attack of Gallas, Rome developed day by day, and he ruled many times in the ancient history. So after in the Roman history, many wars or many battles happened. The Carthage or Punic wars also happened in the Roman civilization. You know, in the Roman civilization, 3 Punic battles happened. So first Punic war, all 3 Punic wars happened between Carthage and Romanus. In first Punic war, known as a Novel War, in first Punic war, Romans have the victory and Carthaginians defeated by the Romans. And in Second Punic War, the General Hannibal lead the leadership the army of Carthage, because the General Hannibal was a great and strong person and strong general. So Hannibal lead the leadership army of Carthage. That time in the Second Punic War, the Hannibal have the victories, but finally in the Punic War, Romans have the victory. So, and that reason in the Second Punic War, Hannibal defeated by the Romans. That reason General Hannibal attempt the suicide. And after the Second Punic War, Romans directly attack on the Carthage. So it battles or it attack known as the Third Punic War. So in Third Punic War, the Romans attack on the Carthage and defeated the Carthage, and the Romans burnt Carthage completely. So this same in completely three Punic War happened in the Roman civilization. After the three Punic War, Romans came the political power, because in three Punic Wars Romans have victory and Carthaginians defeated by the Romans. That reason in the Roman civilization, Rome city considered as the great empire. So Rome developed like a great empire, and in the Rome administration continued the name of Rome. So these all points we have discussed in the previous class. In this class we will discuss about rise of dictatorship in the Rome and Gaius Julius Caesar. So these both points we will discuss in the class. Okay. First one we studied about rise of dictatorship in Rome. So after the Punic War, the Rome city came the political power and get the administration and political powers. That time the Rome army introduced the great five generals. First one, Marius, Sulla, Pompey, Crassus, and Julius Caesar. The Rome army introduced five great generals like Marius, Sulla, Pompey, Crassus and Julius Caesar or Caesar. Okay, here the first great general, Marius. So some days Marius ruled in Roman civilization. So he was a great popular ruler in the early history of Roman civilization. And after the Marius, Sulla came the political power, and Sulla acted as king or acted as monarchy in the Roman civilization. It means Sulla also ruled some days in the Roman civilization as a king. So it means Sulla acted as a king or monarchy in many days or in some days in the Roman civilization. And then Pompey, Caesar and Crassus. So Pompey, Caesar and Crassus known as triumvirates in the Roman civilization. So here Marius and Sulla ruled in the Roman civilization individually and independently, and then Pompey, Crassus and Caesar came came the political power in the Roman civilization. So, and Pompey, Crassus and Caesar, known as in the Roman civilization triumvirs. Triumvirs means trimurtis or trimurtis. So so when the Pompey, Caesars and Crassus, known in the triumvirs in the Roman civilization, that time the Rome administration divided the three parts under the triumvirs. Under the triumvirs, it means the Rome administration divided into three parts in the triumvirs. So triumvirs like Pompey, Caesar and Crassus. Pompey, Crassus, Julius Caesar. So here Pompey was a great soldier and a counsel. And a counsel. And Crassus, wealthy noble person or noble man. And Julius Caesar, great commander and a counsel. So totally in the Rome rights or Rome administration divided into three parts under the Pompey, Crassus and Julius Caesar. Pompey was a great soldier and a counsel, and Crassus was a wealthy noble man, and Julius Caesar was a great commander and a counsel. So here in triumvirs, Crassus was a mediator between the Pompey and Julius Caesar. Here Pompey ruled in Spain and Crassus ruled in Parthia, and Julius Caesar ruled in Gaul. So Spain means present name also, that place present name also Spain, and Parthia means present name and modern name Iran. Parthia means Iran, and Gaul means present or modern name France and Belgium. So France and Belgium. So totally in triumvirs, Pompey ruled in Spain and Crassus ruled in Parthia and Gaul, and Julius Caesar ruled in Gaul. Okay, are you understood? So here Crassus was a mediator between the Pompey and Julius, but in between Crassus was suddenly dead. So after the death of Crassus, in two generals means Pompey and Julius Caesar, in two generals began fight for power. That time several battles happened in Gaul and Britain. So when began the fight for power between Pompey and Julius, that time several battles happened in the Gaul and Britain. In all battle, Julius Caesar have victory and Pompey defeated by the Julius Caesar. In all battle, the Julius Caesar have victory and Pompey defeated by the Julius Caesar. And the same time, Julius Caesar sent a frequent message to the Rome or frequent message to the Senate also. So, this way the Julius Caesar developed day by day, and the Julius Caesar progress developed in the Roman administration. So that time the Pompey get the jealousy about Julius Caesar, and the same time the Pompey asked to the Julius Caesar, you return the Rome without his army. That time the Julius Caesar think advanced and he returned to the home. So after the reached the home or after the reached the Rome, the Julius Caesar attack on the Pompey. Before attack on the Pompey, when the Julius Caesar have the victory in all battles happened in the Gaula and Britain. So afterwards Julius Caesar moved towards to the east and attack on his attackers in the Asia Minor and defeated all attackers. So this way in all battle the Julius Caesar have the victory. So that reason the General Pompey get the jealousy about the Julius Caesar victories. Because in the Roman administration the Julius Caesar progressed developed day by day. That reason Pompey have jealousy about Julius Caesar victory. So that time Pompey asked to the Caesar, you return to home or you return to Rome without his army. That time the Caesar think advanced and he returned to Rome. After he reached Rome, he attacked on the Pompey. That time in between the Julius Caesar and Pompey, a battle happened. That battle called Pharsalus. In the battle Pharsalus, Julius Caesar attacked on the Pompey and defeated the Pompey. So it means in the Pharsalus battle, Julius Caesar have victory and Pompey defeated by the Julius Caesar. That time the Pompey ran away to the Egypt. So Julius Caesar chased the Pompey to the Egypt and killed him. Julius Caesar chased the Pompey to the Egypt and killed him. Okay, so this way Crassus was also dead and Pompey was also dead in the Pharsalus battle. And in the remove writers, Julius Caesar was lived. So this way the Julius Caesar have the victory continuously and he came to the administration and he came to the political power. So that time the Julius Caesar get the many reforms in the administration, in the Roman administration, and that time the Julius Caesar introduced civil reforms in the administration. So Julius Caesar get the many reforms, like his first reforms when he came the political power, that time he combined in himself and supreme rights, and he increased strength of Senate. It means before the Julius Caesar came to the political power, the Senate was have the more political power. So after when the Julius Caesar came the politics and came the administration, that time the Julius Caesar combined the all supreme powers and increased the strength of Senate and reduce its power. It is the first reform of Julius Caesar. And next, he distributed land and provided employment to the poor. So Julius Caesar was a great reformer. He understood the problems of poor people. That reason the Julius Caesar gave the land to the poor people, and he gave the employment opportunities to the poor people. It means the Julius Caesar given the land and employment to the poor people. Okay, and next one, he gave citizenship rights to local people. So before the Julius Caesar, any local people have not any citizen rights. So the Julius Caesar gave the citizen rights to the local people also, and he organized Italian towns on the model of Rome. So when the Julius Caesar ruled in the Roman civilization, that time the Rome city most developed city, because in the Rome many beautified buildings and constructs were there. In the contrast were there, many beautified buildings and constructions were there. So that reason the Julius Caesar tried to developed Italy and Italy other cities also. So that reason he built many beautified buildings in other cities of Italy. So this way he organized Italian towns on the model of Rome. It means Rome is the capital city of the Italy. So in the Italy, Rome is the most developed city. So that reason, so all cities, the Julius Caesar tried to develop all cities like the Rome. So this is also reform of the Julius Caesar. So the Julius Caesar other reforms also there. So Julius Caesar other reforms like he developed agriculture and reduced taxes, and when he came to the power, that time he removed the corrupt officers and cruel generals. So it is the great wonderful reform of the Julius Caesar, because which administration developed that administration so was good. When the corrupt officers removed in the administration, that administration was very good. So that reason when the Julius Caesar came to the power, that time he removed the corrupt officers and cruel generals also. And is a great another reforms, he introduced Julian calendar. So these all points considered as the reforms of Julius Caesar. So totally Julius Caesar ruled was very good, because he was a great reformer and great dictator, and he great powerful and strong person, and Julius Caesar was a symbol of the Rome also. But he is a great person. Julius Caesar dead in the 44 BC, because in a Senate meeting Brutus and his friend Cassius killed the Julius Caesar in the Senate meeting. So Brutus was leader of the liberator race in the ancient period in the Rome. Liberator, it is a tribe or it is a race. So the race liberator leader Brutus and his friend Cassius. So Brutus killed the Julius Caesar in the 44 BC in the Senate meeting. So it means the Julius Caesar was dead in the 44 BC by the Brutus, the leader of the liberators leader of the Brutus. Okay. So these all points came in the Julius Caesar, the Gaius Julius Caesar. So I hope you understood clearly these all points. So in this class we have studied about rise of dictatorship in the Rome and Gaius Julius Caesar and studied about reforms of Gaius Julius Caesar. Okay, I hope you have clear understood these all points. In next class we will discuss about Augustus Caesar. So Augustus Caesar was a good ruler in the Roman civilization. So in Roman history, Augustus age is known as the Golden Age. So why the Augustus age called the Golden Age in the Roman history? These all points we will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you.